The DeMera mansion is packed for Stefano's will reading, every face tense with greed and grief, until the door swings open and Lexi Carver walks in, alive. Abe's knees buckle the second he sees her. He drops like a stone, and Theo bolts across the room to throw his arms around his mother, sobbing. The whole room explodes into screaming and disbelief. EJ's face flickers with a guilt he can't quite hide, while Chad jumps in trying to keep the chaos from boiling over. Gabby wastes 0 seconds demanding to know what this means for her widow claim, and Tony's voice cuts through the noise, demanding answers. Lexi's return rips open years of mourning in a single heartbeat. Abe weeps, Theo won't let go, and the inheritance fight instantly shrinks to nothing. The real bomb drops when the truth spills out. Lexi was kept in stasis, preserved by DeMera resources, and every suspicious eye in that room turns straight toward EJ. Lonnie returns to Salem and walks straight into a nightmare. Her sister Chanel is an emotional wreck, facing a terrifying breast cancer scare, waiting for mammogram results and terrified of a malignant tumor. But the real gut punch comes when Lainey learns the full truth about Johnny's near death. Kristen didn't just rage against EJ, she manipulated an unstable teenager, Sophia Choi, to set Johnny's apartment on fire. This isn't some casual friendship Kristen has torched. Lainey and Kristen share a trauma-bonded history that goes back years. Remember the convent in Italy? After Lainey lost her baby and Kristen was grieving her own child, both shattered, they found each other there and built a sisterhood in the darkest moments of their lives. Lainey saw a shred of humanity in Kristen that nobody else in Salem could see. She defended her, protected her, believed there was a beating heart under all that DeMera ice. For Kristen, Lainey was the one anchor, the sole person who never looked at her like a monster. Now Kristen has orchestrated a plot that would have left Lonnie's beloved sister a widow. It is the ultimate betrayal. Lonnie storms into the DeMera living room, eyes blazing, and confronts her. She recounts every moment of that convent-born sisterhood and then delivers the fatal blow. She tells Kristen she is exactly the monster everyone always warned about. Lonnie severs every tie, leaving Kristen stunned and completely alone. The friendship is dead. Lonnie doesn't just end the friendship, she tears Kristen's entire revenge plot apart, piece by bloody piece. It all traces back to Kristen's scorching hatred for EJ over Rachel's custody. She wanted him to feel the worst pain imaginable, losing a child. So she found an unstable teenager, Sophia Choi, already breaking under Salem's teen chaos, and handed her the matches. Pointed her straight at Johnny. But Sophia failed. Johnny survived. And Kristen left sloppy tracks everywhere. Lainey knows her mind better than anyone, and she sees through every lie. There's the blood evidence by the river, the visions of Sophia that are haunting Kristen, and that suicide note blaming Holly. A note Kristen's fingerprints are all over. Lainey stands in the DeMera living room, eyes blazing, and surgically dismantles Kristen's psyche. She looks her dead in the eye and tells her she is exactly the monster everyone in Salem always warned about. Then she delivers the fatal blow. Kristen is dead to her. Chad overhears the whole thing and is horrified. He stands with Johnny immediately, vowing to help EJ shove Kristen out of the family for good. Kristen's excuses crumble as she realizes her paranoia has cost her everything. No ally, no anchor, no safety net. The DeMera mansion erupts into a war zone of accusations, and she is completely alone. Kristen is alone now, and the mansion walls are closing in. Her sanity is already hanging by a thread, and that thread is fraying fast. She keeps seeing Sophia, bloody, soaking wet, staring back at her with dead, accusing eyes. Every shadow in the room pulses with guilt. She relives it over and over. The rock in her hand, the sickening crack, the splash as Sophia's body hit the river. Those visions aren't just memories. They're getting sharper, more real, and Kristen can't shake them. Losing Lonnie was the final blow. The one person who ever saw good in her is gone. And without that anchor, Kristen's mind is slipping into freefall. A DeMera with nothing left to lose is the most dangerous thing in Salem. While Kristen spirals, Amy Choi's grief hardens into rage. She's fixated on Holly, convinced that bullying pushed Sophia to take her own life. But the truth is rotting inside Kristen's conscience. Sophia didn't jump. She was attacked. Amy doesn't know that yet, so all her fury is aimed at the wrong target. The episode cuts between Kristen's haunted breakdown and Amy vowing to destroy Holly, two storms heading straight for each other. Kristen's secret is a live bomb, and her crumbling mental state is the fuse burning down. Lonnie's police instincts kick in, and she connects the dots that shatter everything. Kristen didn't just manipulate Sophia into setting that fire to kill Johnny. Kristen made Sophia disappear. Lonnie calls Jada and Brady, lays out the evidence, and then walks straight into the DiMera living room. She looks at the woman who was once her closest confidant dead in the eye and slaps handcuffs on her for attempted murder and conspiracy. Kristen wails that this is the ultimate betrayal, but Lonnie doesn't blink. The sisterhood they forged in that Italian convent is ash. As Kristen is dragged toward the door, Amy Choi storms in, finally hearing the truth. Her vengeance pivots instantly from Holly to Kristen, but the fire in her eyes only burns hotter. She stares down the mansion and vows that if the law fails her daughter, she will deliver her own justice. Salem ends on a cliffhanger of pure maternal wrath, and no one is safe.